now with the Meek Mill thing, the thing that he said that I found most interesting, like I didn't really care about the whole them two being friends, because I think that's their personal relationship. But what he said about Meek Mill and Drake was interesting, in that he said he had wanted to solve the beef. He wanted to get all of them on the phone. Now, Kanye has sort of been seen as a mediator in all of these beefs, and I think he has a kind of respect, and I think he respects and admires Drake. Yeah, I would use the profit that's to be made off of Drake. I think that's what Kanye sees the most. The fact that he's a very influential figure and it's profitable to be with him. I think he also does like Drake personally as an individual, but the profit is also important, in that you can make a lot of money off of, still being friends and associating with Drake through the music you make. If you guys make good music, it's going to make you a lot of money. The first time, I think another time that this had happened was with Tyga. Apparently he had gotten Tyga and Drake together in a room and been like, you guys are brothers, settle this. That's what he wanted to do with Meek Mill, but he did it. Now, my only logical thought would be, he didn't do it because Jay-Z probably told him not to do it. Because why would he mention that, Jay-Z didn't want him on that verse, didn't want to be on that verse out of respect for Meek Mill? That's the first thing. And then secondly, go on to state that he wanted to solve the thing with Meek Mill, get all of them on the phone. But it never happened. Perhaps, what the rumors initially were, that Jay-Z was trying to end Drake's career, are real. But why would Jay-Z, that's the thing I'm still trying to wrap around my head. Jay-Z isn't exactly musically relevant anymore. And I don't mean relevant in that he can't make sales anymore, but it's like he's not making that much music anymore. And even if he does, he's not going to generate the numbers that he did when he was at his peak. Those are just facts. You could agree with me. Wait, are those facts? I would say they're facts. I don't think Jay-Z can generate the numbers that he did at his peak, because he's past his peak. He's now, trying to focus on making business moves, with Tidal, with his own label, and so on and so forth. Now, why would Jay-Z have something against Drake? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why he would want to end Drake's career. I don't know what Drake has done to him. I don't know why he would perceive Drake to be such a threat. Perhaps the only thing I could think that would make Jay-Z want to have a grudge with Drake would be, and I'm referencing what Drake said in Charged Up, was, I got me a deal with Apple and I still feel entitled. Perhaps it's because, Drake was Jay-Z was sort of like a mentor to Drake, like, the bigger brother, so to speak. And then Tidal comes out and then Drake goes and signs with Apple. So perhaps Jay-Z saw that as a betrayal. You're one of the biggest artists. You're a black artist. Why wouldn't you come and join Tidal? You went to join Apple. So perhaps that's where this whole grudge with Drake stems from. But at the same time, there's also the aspect of why align with Meek. Last year, I would say Meek had the best year out of any hip-hop artist. Besides, commercially, he had one of the best years. Besides first week, he had the best years. Besides maybe obviously artists like Kendrick Lamar. The whole Meek Mill thing Meek Mill going at Drake never made sense to me. It never made sense to me why Meek Mill went at Drake. It just, because I would have never expected Meek Mill to go at Drake. But maybe it's true, Jay-Z, for whatever reason, inspired Meek Mill to go at Drake. I don't think we'll know really why unless someone there actually comes out and says everything. And they're probably never going to say what really happened. But I do think there is some element of truth in what Kanye said, that Jay-Z, removed his verse out of respect for Meek Mill, and he was also hinting at him preventing the resolution between Drake and Meek Mill.